I'm Shejuti Wahed, a content creator for The Observer. Today we're making a bop or flop video where students will give their opinions on different college majors. Stick around to see how students feel about different crew majors. We're going to do bop or flop. Bop is good, flop is bad, and you'll tell us why.
All right, I got you.
Okay, bop or flop, any of the engineering majors.
Flop. The engineering classes suck.
Yeah, I mean bop, because they don't have to do grad school, so it's just 4 years of suffering.
Bop, because they're going to be making a lot of money when they do graduate. So.
Bop is the best degree that you can get out of undergrad, definitely.
Bop, because all my friends are engineering.
Bop, because I'm in engineering. Bop, because what Kaylee said.
Bop or flop, finance.
100% flop. Do not be a finance major. I won't elaborate.
I mean, it depends why you want to do it, but some people want to do it just because they want like a corporate job. They want to be like the Wolf of Wall Street. So I will just say flop because of the people who take the major usually.
I don't know, bop. They're making that money afterwards, so.
Flop. I mean, what are you doing with a finance degree?
Bop, because it's not a lot of work apparently.
I think finance gets a bad rep. I'm going to say flop overall, but if you really are into finance, not for just the basic reasons, I think it is really interesting. It could be cool.
Flop? I don't really know any people in it.
Okay.
Flop. I don't have a good impression of finance.
Bop or flop, psychology.
Ooh, bop, because my roommate is gonna maybe minor in psychology, and she's really nice.
Bop, because we love Sigmund Freud. Bop, because my friend's in neuroscience, and that's close enough.
Let's go.
Bop. I think it's like very broad, very interesting. You can do psychology and also do other stuff, so yeah.
I mean, depends on what you want to do afterwards. I don't know what you can do with an undergraduate psychology degree, but I can't comment on that one, not gonna lie. But I mean, if you want to do like pre-med or go get your PhD, I feel like that would be pretty cool. So we'll call it bop.
Okay.
Big flop. That's a big flop. Gotta go to grad school just to practice? Weird.
Okay.
Bop, that actually looks so fun.
I'm gonna say flop on this one only because, like, what do you do with a psychology degree other than, like, go to more school? Bop or flop, computer science?
Flop. It's too hard, personally.
Fair.
Flop, take a shower.
Flop, because it's so hard.
Bop. I love CS.
Flop, no elaboration.
Bop, no elaboration.
Flop. I mean, the people flop, the money bop, so.
Again, comp sci gets a bad rep, but I do think it's like very relevant and it can be very, very interesting. I'm going to give that a bop as well.
Bop or flop, nursing?
Bop. It's a good degree. You can get probably like six figures, like $80,000-$90,000 out of college, and you can also pursue higher education.
Bop. I really like all the nursing majors. They're, like, work with patients, so, they tend to be, like, friendly people.
Big bop. I love my healthcare heroes.
The best major possible. Everybody do nursing. Bop. It's so good.
Bop, because heck looks like an Apple store.
Oh yeah.
Flop. No, just kidding. Bop.
Bop. We need nurses, they work hard.
Bop, and I think they're also underpaid.
I mean, bop, but like they work so hard, so flop on like the workload though.
Bop or flop, communication science?
Bop, all the way. Best major out there. 100% the best major.
I wonder why you say that.
Flop. What do you do in that?
Flop, I don't even know what that is.
Oh man.
Flop? I don't really know what that is that much.
Yeah, flop. I don't know what that is either.
I'm going to say flop on that one. I think there's like, that one also kind of gets like a bad rep of just like not being that complicated, which it would be like a really good skill to have overall, but I don't know about making a whole degree out of it.
Bop or flop, biochemistry?
Ooh, bop. I think bop. Looks hard because they have to take the hard 5-day biochem, so shout out to them, but yeah.
I'm also gonna say Bob, cause yeah, shout out to y'all. It's very hard.
As a standalone major, just an undergraduate major, I'd say flop. But if you want to pursue like medicine or you want to go into research, it's pretty good for drug development and other, I guess, things you want to do outside of undergraduate. So yeah, I'd say like somewhere in the middle, just depending on where you want to go afterwards.
Bop, because I could never understand that. So you know what? Props to them.
Bop, because I'm Chem E, and that's close enough.
Bop, because it sounds really hard, and kudos to them.
Is that the one where do they harm rats in biochem?
You could potentially, but not
Flop.
as much as in
Flop.
neuroscience.
Ooh, you know my neuroscience then. Big flop.
Okay.
Bop. I think it's a good major.
Bop if you're pre-med.
That's a bop, it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Bop or flop English?
English major.
Yeah.
I actually have not met an English major here at Case yet, but I'm gonna say flop. Personally, not my thing. I'm not very good at writing, but I want to get into reading, and I do think that English and literature as a whole is interesting. Yeah.
Flop, because personally it's not for me.
I think Bob because I feel like it's really hard actually.
Flop. How are you making money?
Flop. It's a humanities. I don't like humanities.
Also Bop.
Bop or flop sociology?
Bop. It's interesting. I feel like those people are nice. I don't know. I don't know any sociology majors.
Bop. I don't know any sociology majors either, but it seems fun.
Go Sam.
Bop, I feel like it's very interesting. Yeah, you could do a lot with it, maybe.
Flop. Yikes. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone. It's just my opinion.
I think flop. I think there are better alternatives.
I would say Bop because it's very interesting, but I think there's also better alternatives, as Fuad said.
Bop for an easy major, but flop for the job prospects again.
Flop, because I'm not having fun in sociology right now.
Bop because of the opposite. I love sociology, so Bop.
Bop. It's kind of cool, actually. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I was thinking about bioethics. Is that sociology? Or is that its own
Related.
thing? Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
And lastly, bop or flop history?
Flop. It was not very fun in high school. A flop. I'm so bad at history.
I think a Bop as well.
Why
I
would
think
you
just have a lot of positive opinions on everyone. But history majors, they can talk a long time about like a specific topic they're interested, but in a good way.
History's cool. History's pretty cool. I don't know, like career-wise or degree-wise, like what you do with that aside from like study it or become like work in a museum or something. But that's probably just me not knowing. But I'm gonna give it a flop.
Flop. Why would you do history? I hated history in high school. That's just me though.
Flop. Why focus on the past when you focus on the future?
We loved hearing students' takes on so many different majors, from psychology to engineering. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to like and subscribe to The Observer for more content.